l'épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep a land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to NBL Canada action between the Cape Breton Highlanders and the Halifax Hurricanes here at Center 200. My name is Dylan White. I'm here with Alex McLeod. Alex, what's going on?
Not too much. Great to be here for an exciting inter-province matchup.
There you go.
Yeah, intra-province matchup.
And, Alex, there's been a lot of changes with the Cape Breton Highlanders over the past week.
Guys, yep.
Traded away Shaquille Keith for Clinton Springer
Yeah.
of the Windsor Express. Added Billy Rush. And Jaron Skeet is back in the lineup for the Highlanders. What do you think of those roster changes?
Well, first off, with the Keith trade, I think that no one really saw it coming. He really had his game starting to play a lot better, but obviously things may have been a little differently in the locker room. You never know. So obviously Springer is a sharpshooter, great player. Really adds some outside threat to their team. Billy Rush, obviously a great player. He spent a few years in the league already, so he's brings some veteran experience.
Yeah, and Rush played last year with the Island Storm, Niagara River Lions, and Windsor Express.
Yep.
Also played with the Island Storm in 2014-15, so brings a lot of experience to this roster, and we'll see how he fits in with the Highlanders lineup that is clearly more geared towards the three-point shot now without Shaquille Keith.
Yeah, absolutely. Keith was more known for his penetration than his outside shooting, so look for the screen and roll in the pitch out for the three-pointer a lot tonight. This afternoon, sorry.
And again, folks, we're sorry for the delay. The Hurricanes were a bit late arriving, so that's why the late start. They also played 2 games this week, one on Thursday against St. John, one on Friday against the Island Storm, which had a pretty weird finish, Alex.
Yep.
We saw the finish of that game. Antoine Mason hit the game winner, and the Island Storm's attempt at an answer got lodged right in the rim as the buzzer
Yeah, I don't
rang.
know if I've ever seen a game end like that, with the ball being lodged between the backboard and the rim, but...
And we're underway. Sorry to interrupt, Alex. What were you going to say?
No, we're good, Dill.
Starting for the Hurricanes, Woodfox, Scott, Walker, Frazier, and Mann. And for the Hurricanes, it's Clinkscales. Woodfox hits the long 2.
Good sign there for the Highlanders. Woodfox get hot early. He can really go off any given day.
Here's Antoine Mason starting alongside C.J. Washington, Ronaldo Dixon, and Mike Poole. The 3 is good. Antoine Mason, son of NBAer Anthony Mason. Slapping the floor on defense. I like it, Alex.
Yeah.
Shows a little bit of intensity.
Getting his intensity up after that long bus ride.
Here's Scott using the screen. That's a turnover, but he gets it right back. Nice pass to Walker, who slams it home.
Looked like the pass was to Woodfox, but the two have a little laugh going down the floor as Walker throws down the one-hander.
You know, Anthony Skywalker is not going to pass up a chance to show off his leaping ability to the Center 200 crowd.
I don't think Woodfox was going to finish with the big one-hander, so the crowd is appreciative of that.
There's Dixon, the left-hand hook, no good. The putback from C.J. Washington is good, though. Here's Mann. Gets it over to Deron Scott. Finds Chad Frazier. Taking Clinkscales one-on-one. He'll put it on the floor, but he'll lose it. Dixon hands it right off to Clinkscales, and he'll rush forward. Mike Poole skips it over. Mason, another 3. Rattles in and out.
Good look there from Mason. You have to get a hand up on his shooting. If he gets hot early, he's another guy that can really go off.
And, Alex, one of the big problems for Cape Breton so far this year has been defending the three-point shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
We saw a league record in the last home game against London from Ryan Anderson.
Ryan Anderson able to make 13 threes in the last game by the Highlanders. Attempted 27 threes, so they're just giving up way too many open looks. So they really got to make sure they're getting a hand in the pocket and getting out on shooters today.
And in their previous game against Kitchener-Waterloo, they had another guard go off for them from beyond the arc. His name is sort of lost on me right now. I thought I had it. Here's Poole.
I believe it was Ricky Tarrant. Was
yes.
it Tarrant?
That was it. I knew his first name was Ricky.
You're on a first name basis. Just call him Ricky.
Frazier inside to Walker. He'll post up, fade. No good.
That's a tough look there from Walker. Not really his specialty on that baseline hook.
Mason swings it over to Poole. The floater, that's a tough shot right over Walker. He'll get his own rebound. Nice pass from Klingscales to find him. Dixon will go to the line for two after Walker fouled him.
A late whistle there from the official. Looked like he got him on the body, but looked like he was going to let it go.
And one thing Shaquille Keith brought to this Highlanders team was an ability to get to the rim. Alex, who were you looking on the Highlanders to step up and take over that role?
I think that's going to be Charles Mann. He really does a good job battling down low anyway. He's a very crafty player.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've called him the James Harden of the NBL Canada.
Yeah.
So look for him to get to the free throw line a little more excess than he has in the past.
Mann, of course, is great at drawing the fouls on both ends. He does that little head fake that'll get the calls every time.
Yep.
Here's Frazier, another guy that can go off for the Highlanders. He'll pull up from three. No good on that one. 7-6 so far for Halifax. Klingscales, the veteran point guard, goes behind the back. And Washington's shot was no good. Another offensive rebound, though, for the Hurricanes. And Mason will get the floater to drop.
That's another thing that we talked about earlier in the season. Highlanders really have to make sure they're boxing out on defense, only allowing teams like Halifax is such a good team. You can't give them more than one opportunity each time down the floor.
They have seemed a little more disciplined under head coach Ben Resner.
They have been better as of late, but not a very good start to tonight's game, this afternoon's game. I'm going to say tonight every time.
Scott pulls up from three. Can't get it to fall, and it looks like it's going to be Cape Breton ball anyway after the Hurricanes battled for a rebound amongst themselves. We'd love to hear from you on Twitter throughout the game. Hit us up at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Questions, comments, analysis, other feedback, really whatever. We'd love to hear from you. Man shot is no good, and it's going to go off the Hurricanes. I thought from here it looked like it went off Scott's hand, Alex.
Yeah, but they're going to get the benefit of that call, so another opportunity for the Highlanders here on offense.
The inbound pass to Woodfox. Woodfox drives. And that's going to be on the floor.
I think that's the right call there. He looked like he wasn't even going to shoot until after he got bumped. So
Scott will inbound again for Cape Breton. Woodfox off the screen, pulls back. The three is just long, but Scott will secure the rebound. He'll take Mike Poole one-on-one.
Good fake there from Scott.
Found himself behind the backboard and kicked it out to Frazier. And he'll get the and one. Chad Frazier. He's a guy that struggled the past few games, Alex. We'd like to see him get going again. He had one stretch there where he was the best player on the team.
Yeah, we know he can be an offensive powerhouse for the Highlanders. Very good outside shooter. Very good at getting to that elbow shot and drawing contact. So look for him to have a big game today.
Poole swings it over to Mason. Nice crossover there from Mason, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Mason is from Queens, New York. Played in university for Auburn and Niagara. Averaged almost 15 points per game at Auburn.
Interesting free throw routine there. Or that's more of a free throw form.
Yeah.
Little delay.
He definitely pauses once he gets it in the pocket there.
Yeah. It's like when he gets to his forehead, he starts pausing. Interesting. To each their own.
The score is 11-9 right now for the Hurricanes. Here's Frazier. Driving, kicking. Walker. There's another jam from Anthony Walker. And you saw that coming a mile away, Alex, as soon as he got that little bit of space.
Yeah, and you could see that White saw that he was not going to take a poster on that one.
He's definitely earned a reputation around the league for poster dunks. Here's Clinkscales, nice pump fake, gets it over to Mason. Mason, another nice fake, and he'll get the left-hand finish. Just over 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's 13-11 for Halifax over their inter-province rival, Cape Breton. Deron Scott spins, fades, but he's just short on that jumper. And here's Clinkscales. Over to Poole, the floater is tapped in off the rebound by C.J. Washington. That's going to be a timeout for Ben Resner. Highlanders trail 15-11. And this is a perfect time to give a shout out to the CBU Capers women's basketball team who won the AUS championship this afternoon. 79-61 win over the Acadia Axe women. So shout out to the
big
Capers.
win by Coach Fabian McKenzie and his staff, as well as all of the great players that we know for the women's.
All right, Highlanders fans, thank you so
Capers.
much once again for being
MVP
patient with
of
our
the
little
league.
delay here this afternoon. We
Big
know the
part,
weather
and
wasn't good on the
big shout
mainland.
out
It
to
caused
Hannah
a bit of a
Brown,
delay
who
with
had
the
a great
Hurricanes
game
getting
tonight in
here.
today's
We're going
today's
to
final.
give away some tickets
down
now.
the stretch
Next game
there,
coming
she
up
won
March
the
12th
Capers game.
against
It was
the
almost a
Moncton Miracles. It is time
20-point
for another
swing in the final 5
Highland
minutes
Girls
for CBU.
ticket giveaway.
It was a
Who
game
wants
that
some
was
tickets?
tied
Here's
at
the
around
no. You got to
59,
make
and
some
then the Capers
noise.
just went off.
They're going to be a team that's tough to beat if Keogh
Get up
and
off
Brand
out of
are
those
both playing
seats.
well.
Make
Tough
some
to match
noise.
up with. They're both so big. So look for them to
Who wants some
have a
tickets?
deep run in the sea. I'm saying they're going to have a deep run in the national championships.
All right, I see a couple more here. A couple
Bold
more on
prediction
this
from
side.
Alex McLeod. You
A
heard it
good
here
throw.
first. A deep run for
All
the
right,
CBU
who wants
Capers
the
in
last
national
one? I've
championship
got
game.
one
I guess you
more
can't
right
really be a
here.
deep
Who's going to
run.
make enough noise for me?
So, I mean, you're in the quarterfinals already.
Yeah,
Over
a deep
here.
run is like one win, I
One
guess.
win, yeah. A deep run.
Just a reminder, if you've caught one of those balls, you can redeem your tickets at the merchandise table on the main floor.
And folks, please let us know if we're talking over the in-game announcer on those timeouts, because that has been a problem in previous broadcasts. Here's Billy Rush getting his first action with Cape Breton. Rush driving. Tough finish. Billy Rush showing off his skills for this Cape Breton crowd. Dixon swinging it. Nice steal there from Skeet. He'll pull up from 3. Rattles out. Clinkscales comes back the other way. Mason guarded tightly by Rush. I think the Highlanders are hoping Rush can be that perimeter defender that they're so desperately searching for.
Yeah, and he's a good contributor on offense too. We'll give you around 8 to 9 points a game. Just a solid player overall. Great pickup for the Highlanders.
Oh, and Clinkscale slips up, and that'll go out of bounds. Glad he wasn't hurt on that. Those are dangerous plays.
Yeah, those are plays we've seen guys like Derrick Rose really just change his career.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook really became the player that Derrick Rose was supposed to be.
He did, yeah.
But we'll keep this to NBL Canada content here. Here's Rush kicking it out to Frazier. He'll pull up just long on that one. Rebounded by Dixon.
Not a big fan of that shot from Frazier. I think you got to get a little more ball movement earlier in the shot clock.
And Walker will get called for a foul there. He was kind of straight up, but it looked like he brought his arms down a little bit there.
Yep.
Shadrach Lufiel will come in for Cape Breton. And Halifax have really seen several different versions of this Cape Breton team this year.
They have, yeah.
Started off.
It's their 5th game against them already, and there's been a lot of turnover for this Highlanders team. Haven't really, a lot of injuries, obviously, but haven't really found that core group that's going to lead them into the playoffs, hopefully, at season's end.
That team that Halifax saw on day one, there's not a lot of players remaining from it. You got Booker Woodfox, Chad Frazier, who was seeing minimal minutes then.
Yep.
Austin Witter, who's injured.
Lufiel.
And Poole, looked like he got fouled there by Frazier, but they'll let it go. Klingscale's left-hand floater is no good. Here's Woodfox. Kicks it back over to Frazier. Little give-and-go action, and Booker Woodfox will drain the three-pointer.
Woodfox looking to get himself going up to 5 points earlier in this game.
Klingscales seeing through the offense. Here's Dixon, pump fakes, nice step back. He was wide open there, but can't get the mid-range jumper to fall. Skeet.
That might be, I haven't played in a couple of months, kind of turnover right there.
Yeah, definitely an errant pass right there. Edwards, who started the season with the Hurricanes, is into the game for Cape Breton. Edwards spent time at Canisius College, Dalton State, St. FX. Went from one team to another a lot in university.
Yeah, really a journeyman across his university career.
Winner of several slam dunk competitions in high school also. Very versatile player.
I'm sure Anthony Walker will challenge him for that title with the Highlanders.
Lufiel gets the finish inside. Tie game at 18 right now here in the first quarter. Mason kicks it out. Dixon. Great ball movement here from the Hurricanes. And Klingscales will pull up from three. Can't get the roll. Dixon, another offensive rebound, and he'll finish with the layup. Highlanders getting pushed around on the boards right now, Alex.
Yep, they're not doing a great job boxing out so far. I mean, Hurricanes obviously have a lot of athletic bigs and able to get up for some boards, but you hit them down in the body, then you're really going to secure more rebounds than just jumping for it, trying to use your athleticism.
Klingscales skips it over to Poole. Poole drives and pulls up, tries to bank it in, but can't get the lucky bounce. Here's Edwards. Getting the screen from Shadrach Lufiel. Driving. That's a tough layup attempt there for Edwards. Can't get it to fall. Mason wide open for three. That's no good. Rebounded by Jaron Skeet. Skeet, nice feed to Edwards, who's fouled, and he'll go to the line for two.
Good call from official Paul DeBailey there. Looked like Edwards was hit on the arm as he was going up.
And Zimmerman will come into the game for the Hurricanes, along with Kareem Canty.
Mann also checks back in for the Highlanders, giving Booker Woodfox a well-deserved break.
And that free throw is good for Edwards. Sorry, that was not Canty. That is DeBerry into the game for the Hurricanes, a new acquisition. Canty used to sport number 15 for the Hurricanes.
But he can't wear it if DeBerry's wearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's DeBerry. Good point, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks. That was a terrible pun, and I apologize.
Yeah, get out, Dylan.
And Haywood inbounds. DeBerry swings it over to Zimmerman. Will use the screen and drive. Haywood. And that's going to be a shot clock violation for Halifax. Tie game at 20 right now. Shadrach Lufiel will inbound for the Cape Breton Highlanders. On the floor right now for Cape Breton, Lufiel, Skeet, Rush, Edwards, and Mann. Definitely a different look for Cape
sure.
Breton. Here's Lufiel, tough bucket.
That's good bully ball down there from Lufiel.
And
That's
Lufiel-
going to be a travel, I believe. Good call by the official.
Great defensive effort there from Skeet. And to go back to Lufiel, he's shown throughout the year that he has some great moves down low, and
Yep.
once he gets going, he's also hard to stop.
Not the most athletic big, but he makes up for that greatly with his footwork and his patience down there. He's also a very strong finisher.
Yeah.
Very good at going through the contact.
And Skeet will run the point here for Cape Breton. He'll get it to Mann on the wing, who feeds Lufiel down low. He wants to go to work again, but he'll kick it inside to Rush. Rush double team, tried to get it up but missed. And that'll go out of bounds. Halifax possession, sorry. Haywood, former Halifax Rainmen player when the Rainmen were in Halifax.
Yep. Played his college ball for the St. Mary's Huskies.
So definitely a familiar face for Halifax fans. Nice pass to DeBerry. And he can't get the left hand layup to go. Here's Skeet. Passes up the screen from Lufiel, drives, tries that over the head pass again, and that's going to be a travel from Shadrach. Definitely jabbed with both feet there before he put it on the floor.
It would have been a good move had he put the ball on the floor, but
Scott will come into the game, as will Anthony Cox. Haywood guarded tightly by Tyrell Edwards.
Haywood known for his ball handling ability around the league.
DeBerry kicks it out to Mason. A dangerous shooter. The floater is good.
Nice floater there from Mason. Really extending the range on that floater there. Very nice shot.
There's Mann right in the paint. Gets the floater to go again. Back and forth game, 24-22 for the Highlanders. Here's Haywood, the three. Long on that one, rebounded by Scott. Great play there by Charles Mann to tap it right over to Scott to avoid the Hurricanes getting another offensive rebound.
No question.
Scott, a lot of dribble. He'll get the screen from Lufiel, pull up, and that's good. It's a long two. That does it for the first quarter, folks. The Highlanders lead 26-22.
That three-quarter shot from Joey Haywood will not count.
Yeah. So what are you seeing in the first quarter here from the new-look Cape Breton Highlanders, Alex?
Well, obviously they got off to a good start with Wood Fox. I like the pressure down low that Lufiel is providing.
All right, time to
Scott
pass along
obviously
some well wishes to
getting
those
off
of
to a
you
better
celebrating
start
birthdays,
now,
birthdays
in
with
the
us here today, including
late end of that
Madison
first
Lorette, who's
quarter.
turning 15 years old.
The big thing right now is defensively only allowing one shot on.
There we go. turning
for the
21.
Hurricanes each time down the floor,
And
because
in
we know
the
that they can
Highlanders,
get hot very
Party
quickly.
Skybox, sponsored by Tony's Pizza Donaire,
currently
is
leading the
Alyssa
Atlantic
and
Division.
Brianna Eswicks, who are turning
So,
11 years
you
old.
can't take any lead
Well,
for
that's here
granted. You just
today.
got to keep your foot on the gas
To each and every
pedal
one of you, a very happy
keep
birthday
grinding out
from
for the rest of the game.
the Cape Breton Highlanders. Time now to play
And the
Bucketheads. We've
Highlanders
actually got
in a
Alyssa and
battle
Brianna
in the
Eswicks
playoff
going to
position
play
with
with us too,
Moncton
having a
right now.
birthday.
They'll play
How this
Moncton
works
next
is
weekend.
2 teams of 2 are going to face off
Moncton
against
won
each other.
yesterday against St.
One
John
partner is
to
going to place a
pull
bucket
even
on
with
their
Cape
head.
Breton with 6
I don't know
wins
how they
apiece.
decided who was going to do that.
So that's
While
going to
the
be
other
an
is going to try to get
interesting
as many
battle to make
baskets
the
into
playoffs
the bucket
going
as
forward.
possible in 30 seconds. So when we're all set up,
This
let me
gives us
know.
a perfect time to thank the Cape Breton Highlanders local sponsors, Alex.
Perfect time.
Perfect
Yeah,
time.
no, unreal time. Like I don't remember a better time.
Well, let's get it started. Eco Home
All right,
Insulation
there we go.
Systems.
So the buckets are in
Insulating your
place.
home by tomorrow's
All right,
standards
you give me 30
today.
seconds.
Celtic
Chad, you
Creek
ready?
RV.
Go.
Life is an adventure. Let us
Someone
take you
keep
there.
track for me.
Seaside
Suspense-based
Communications.
action. I think
We
we got
live
one over here.
Travel Lodge, the official home of the Cape Breton Highlanders.
This is not as
Boston
easy
Pizza.
as it looks.
We will make you
Oh,
a fan.
oh, in and out.
The Canadian Coast Guard College, the
we
official
do?
practice arena for your Cape Breton Highlanders. And finally, Burger King. Cape Breton Highlanders rely on so many local sponsors to make basketball here in Cape Breton a success. So thank you to all those great local businesses. And we'd love to hear from you on Twitter throughout the game, at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Hit us up with questions, comments, feedback, other news, etc. Whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. We're ready to get back underway. And Cox will inbound for the Hurricanes. Haywood will run the offense for Halifax, and Edwards will guard him. Here's Mason. Uses a screen, gets into the paint, kicks it out to Haywood. The corner 2 is good.
Haywood looking to get himself going after that three-quarter court shot there to end after the buzzer in the first quarter. So that might get him going. That might be bad news for the Highlanders.
Here's Mann getting the screen from Lufiel. Lufiel in the post. That's a travel.
Definitely a travel.
Made the decision midair. It's not worth getting blocked. I'll just take the travel.
Yeah.
I've been there. Here's DeBerry. Can't catch the lob from Zimmerman. Or Mason, sorry. Lufiel does a little play action fake and then hands it off to Rush. His elbow jumper is no good. Billy Rush, of course, no relation to the Rush family.
NBA Rush family, yep.
And it's going to be 2 free throws for Anthony Cox. And Walker will come back into the game for Cape Breton. Cox played for Farmingdale State University back in 2006. Hits his first free throw.
Correction, that last foul was on Billy Rush.
Cox is from Hempstead, New York, originally. A couple players from New York on the Hurricanes.
Yep.
Cox hits both free throws. That gives the Hurricanes the lead. It's really hard to see the scoreboard
It's like it's
from
tied at 26 to me, Dylan.
It's really hard to see the scoreboard from up here in the press
Press
box.
box, yep.
Second personal foul.
Which is really essential for what we do, Alex. The audience might be a little more informed than us on the score and the time. We'll have to do a squat to actually see it. And that's going to be a foul on Mann. Getting a taste of his own medicine there a little bit, Alex.
Yeah.
Looks like Mason did the head fake, drew the foul.
Yeah, I was looking around for the sniper in the crowd.
Yeah. Here's Haywood. Uses the screen from DeBerry. He'll swing it over. Mason has it now. Mason puts it on the floor, kicks it out. DeBerry.
He DeBerries it.
You used the one that was in my bank, Alex.
Had to beat you to it, Dylan.
Yeah.
Knew you had that one locked and ready to go.
And man loses it out of bounds. Halifax ball. Frazier will come in for Edwards. Also good to see Dave Petrie back in the mix as a in-game announcer, Alex. After a few games absent. Here's Mann. Pulls up.
Yeah, I heard you saying that you weren't a big fan of the person who filled in for him.
I said no such thing, Alex. That is my boss, and I will not speak ill of him. Here is Mason. Using the screen. Kicks it out. DeBerry, the long two, just short. DeBerry's shown that he has that in his repertoire so far, though, Alex.
Yep.
Haywood's
going to take that all day. Yep.
And again, another wide open three for Halifax. That is just their second three of the game, though. Mason had one to start her off, and here's Frazier, and that's going to be a foul.
It is.
Woodfox will come in now. The foul's going to go against Cox, and DeBerry hit the floor hard there. Good to see that he's up and at her. And Frazier misses the first free throw. 31-28 is the score. As Frazier hits the free throw, makes it a 2-point game. Poole back into the game for Halifax. He's dangerous from outside as well. And with a lot of turnover in the roster, Alex, the Hurricanes really haven't missed a beat since their championship last year.
No, they're still obviously the top team in the Atlantic Division. Joey Haywood again. He's a lethal outside shooter, and he can get hot in an instant, so watch out for him. But back to what you're saying about the Hurricanes and their turnover. I think that comes down to just a winning mentality for the city. Like, they know that the Halifax expects a lot out of them, and they do a good job competing day in and day out.
Yeah, pretty much a new roster, new coach, still the same success. And here's Woodfox. Hands it off to Chadrack. That's another travel.
He is having some trouble with the travels so far today. And blatant travels. Not even just, oh, I got called for a travel. Those are 3 travels.
He may have got fouled on that play, though. He is complaining to the refs that he got hit in the arm, and I did think I saw him get hit in the arm there. So. He did just have that nice hook shot on the other end, and that's a nice layup
there from the very. Looked like he was going to cock back a one-hander.
Yeah, I was ready for a big dunk there, but didn't get it. Maybe we'll get one here from Anthony Walker. But it's going to be Frazier driving. Nice scoop up layup.
Pretty move there from Frazier. Doing a really good job penetrating early in today's game. Filling that role that was left by Shaq Keith after the trade.
Here's Haywood. Step back. And he is unconscious right now from anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, he led the country in scoring a few years back when he was with the St. Mary's Huskies. So a great offensive player.
Here's Mann, goes right to the corner. It's usually not where you want to go when you first start running your offense, Alex.
No, not at all.
Woodfox uses a screen. No good. Lufiel almost had the rebound, but here comes Haywood. He rushes forward for the Hurricanes. Steps back, short on the elbow jumper, and here comes Charles Mann. He'll drive, draws a foul.
Oh, and it drops.
That is an insane finish there from Charles Mann. Getting the and one.
Yeah, that's a crazy finish there for man. Off the top of the backboard and in.
Like the very top of the backboard. We're just seeing it again on our YouTube feed.
Just barely avoided hitting the shot clock, which would have obviously been out of bounds.
I didn't know that was physically possible that it could fall in like that.
Yeah.
Mann completes the and one. 38-36 is the score right now for the Hurricanes. Here's a pullback. Zimmerman drains that one. And the Hurricanes have been really good in the mid-range so far, Alex.
That they have, Dylan.
Frazier drives.
Another one.
Another tough finish and another and one. Frazier will go to the line looking to complete that.
There's some high-quality finishes from the Highlanders.
Billy Rush will come into the game for Cape Breton. And Lufiel will take a break. 40-38, just over 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Frazier can't make the free throw. Looks like Frazier's nursing a bit of a wrist injury there, Alex.
His right hand, I believe. Hopefully nothing too serious there.
And here's Mann. Uses a screen, throws it up. Walker!
The vicious alley-oop from Anthony Walker.
Skywalker uses the force and rises up for Cape Breton. And he's good for a few of those a game, Alex.
Yeah, he is just off the charts with his leaping ability.
Cox gets a little turnaround to go there, and Mann will slow things down. Here's Frazier. Passes up the screen from Walker, and he'll swing it out. Walker thought about it, but Woodfox will get it off the swing, and he'll drain the three. Booker for Woodfox. And Cape Breton are starting to get on a bit of a roll here, Alex.
Yeah, well, at plays like that one from Walker are always energy building, right? So you get the team going, you get the offensive juices flowing, and great extra pass there from Walker. Could have taken that long too, but great job working around to Booker Woodfox for the three.
And here's Frazier slowing things down. He'll use the screen this time. Spins, and he'll get another and one. Chad Frazier. He's having a great game so far for Cape Breton. And that's going to be a timeout for Hurricanes coach Mike Leslie. So a few stats from the game so far, Alex. Leading the way for the Hurricanes with 12 points is Antoine Mason. Joey Haywood trails with 10. So a couple
solid guard player from the Hurricanes.
And a bunch of Hurricanes with 4 rebounds apiece. For the Cape Breton Highlanders, leading the way is Booker Woodfox with 8. Chad Frazier also has 8, which may be up to 10 now. The stats are usually a little slow updating.
Yep.
It is. And Charles Mann has 7, while Anthony Walker has 6. So a pretty balanced effort right now for Cape Breton.
Yeah, great team effort so far. Got to keep it up against such a great Halifax Hurricanes team, though.
And the Highlanders have won against the Hurricanes previously this year, Alex, so they know they can do it.
Yeah, season series currently stands at Halifax 3, Cape Breton 1.
Also had a heartbreaking overtime loss right here at Center 200 against the Hurricanes.
They've played them tight pretty much every time. We saw the season opener, a great game, and then that overtime loss that was ended up being Coach Dean Murray's last game with the Highlanders was another great game.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of great games here at Center 200, with the exception of maybe last weekend's rout against the London Lightning.
That was really the only game this season where you didn't feel like the Highlanders were in it until the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I mean, from the teams we've seen, London looked like the favorite to win the championship so far. The way they move the ball is just on another level.
Yep.
Led by Royce White, who can do it all. You also have Ryan Anderson from 3, who
just
can
a lethal outside shooter. Yeah, that was a day of records. The last time the Highlanders took the floor, with most of the records not being in their favor.
Yeah, all of them.
All of
really.
them. Yeah, all of them.
Except maybe the biggest loss in franchise history. That might be.
Yeah, that's still
not in their
one
favor.
They want to have.
Yeah. But they're really showing some character here in this week's game, bouncing back with a great showing so far against the Hurricanes.
Yeah, and tough part of the schedule, too, having to play London and then Halifax back-to-back.
Yeah. But with the suspensions to the St. John Riptide, it really opens things up here in the Atlantic Division.
Yep.
Riptide have been pretty solid in that second place spot.
Yeah, of course,
so far this
Moncton
year.
got that big win over the Riptide yesterday, so things tightening up a bit down at the bottom end of the Atlantic Division.
Big rebound and put back there from Cox. And here's Woodfox swinging it over to Frazier. He'll get the screen. Pull up from 3. That's good. He's pretty pumped up about that too, Alex.
And a little celebration there after the 3. The running man.
Walker almost had the block, but that's going to be a finish from Washington. Man, guarded by Poole. He'll get the screen from Walker. Poole did a great job of fighting through that, though. Here's Woodfox out to Rush. The 3. It's a bit left on that one.
Good look there from Rush, though. You got to take that shot.
Here's Washington, a tough spin move right there, and he'll go to the line for 2. I think this is the first we've seen of C.J. Washington so far, Alex, and I'm pretty impressed with his ability so far.
He's done a great job penetrating, getting the ball in good position down low and getting himself to the line.
And again, we'd love to hear from you on Twitter throughout the game. Hit us up at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Questions, comments, feedback, or analysis, whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. If you're wondering about the spelling of our names, I'm Dillon, and Alex is a Mac, not a Mick.
There you go.
Here's Washington at the line. Misses that free throw. Big rebound there from Billy Rush, showing off his own leaping ability for this Center 200 crowd. Skeet back into the game for Cape Breton. Nice bounce pass there from Walker to find Frazier. Great
Frazier
overall play.
Having a great second quarter, Frazier.
Zimmerman misses a 3. That was almost tapped back in by Walker, but Washington will do the job himself. 51-50 is the score right now in favor of the Highlanders. Skeet gets it out to Rush, who drives and loses it. Billy might have rushed a bit right there, Alex. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. That punt was too easy and just not good. Washington will go to the line again. Washington from Forkland, Alabama. From the south of the United States. And Washington No good, but he'll get his own rebound and the and
Strong
one.
take.
Washington just getting to the free throw line right now for the Hurricanes.
Highlanders foul number 32, Anthony Walker.
Really doing a great job filling in for Tyrone Watson, Alex.
Yep.
Highlanders number 8, Terrell Edwards.
Lufiel will come in. Walker will take a seat.
Shadrach LaField.
And Walker has 3 fouls. He's in a bit of foul trouble right now.
CJ Washington.
Washington completes the and one.
Highlanders take a timeout.
53 to 51 is the score. Highlanders will take a timeout, which gives us a perfect time to thank the Cape Breton Highlanders local sponsors. Eco Home Insulation Systems, insulating your home by tomorrow's standards today. Celtic Creek RV, life is an adventure, let us take you there. Seaside Communications, we live here. Travelodge, the official home of the Cape Breton Highlanders. Boston Pizza, we will make you a fan. The Canadian Coast Guard College, the official practice arena for your Cape Breton Highlanders. And finally, Burger King. Well, Alex, what are you seeing from the Highlanders so far in this one?
They're doing a good job getting inside the lane, doing a really good job drawing contact, and they're finishing their plays at the free throw line. Their defense have definitely picked up since the first quarter, not allowing as many open shots, but obviously they're banging down low. It's a tough grind, but that's going to happen against a team like Halifax. Very tough inside and outside. So very good game so far, and hopefully it keeps up for the rest of the game.
Pretty decent crowd here at Center 200, not as big as usual.
Not as big as we're used to, but as we know, the Orange Army travels very well, so a lot of basketball fans in Halifax this weekend for the AUS playoffs.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot were watching the Capers at home today, too.
Yep, that's probably an accurate statement.
And Rush will inbound for the Highlanders as we're getting back into it. Hurricanes pressing a little bit. There's Woodfox double teamed. And Skeet will get it over and run the offense for Cape Breton. Here is Woodfox inside to Lufiel. Lufiel going one-on-one with Washington. He'll kick it right back out to Woodfox. 7 on the shot clock. And Lufiel repost big block there from
Denied.
CJ Washington. Clean scales. Fakes the pass to Poole and gets it over to Zimmerman. Looking for the lob into Washington, but passes it up. They swing it back over to Poole. Klingscales drives, kicks, and the 3 won't fall for Washington. Inside, Lufiel. That dribble might have killed him there, Alex, putting it on the floor before going up for the finish.
Yep.
That is a bad habit for a lot of big men. I feel like you get a lot more strength by going down with the dribble, but you sacrifice
lose some
crucial
valuable time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Poole inside to CJ Washington. Kicks it back out. Poole drives, fades. No good, and it's rebounded by Rush. That's going to be a foul called on Mike Poole. He's not really happy with it. That'll put the Highlanders in bonus, I think. Might be one more foul until that happens. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Skeet will run the offense for Cape Breton. Woodfox puts it on the floor. The floater, no good. Klingscales rushes back the other way. Zimmerman from way out. He drains that.
Yeah, we know Zimmerman's a great shooter, so you really gotta get a better job contesting that shot. Transition is one of the toughest times to defend the 3, though. So good job by Halifax getting that open look.
57-51. A little over 1 minute to go here in the first half, and Luthiel will get that bucket. Clinkscales, the floor general, kicks it over. Zimmerman again.
Getting hot from the outside.
And that's what's killed the Highlanders in a lot of games this year.
Yep.
That outside shot. Skeet will pull back, looking for the answer. Does the little three-point goggles afterwards, too.
Yeah. Is that Allen Iverson out there?
No.
No? Okay.
Clinkscales slowing things down. He'll use the screen, and that's going to be a foul called on Woodfox. 21 seconds to go, 14 left on the shot clock. Here is Clinkscales. Gets it over to Mason. Mason will drive. Tough finish.
Very nice adjustment in the air there by Mason.
Skeet slowing things down. He'll hold for last shot. 8 remaining. He'll get the screen from Luthiel. He'll
Good
pull
look.
up. Rebounded there from Mason.
Good if it goes.
Just a bit off. And through one half of play, Halifax Hurricanes lead 62-56. Stay tuned. We'll be back for the second half momentarily. Hello, folks, and welcome back to second half NBL of Canada action between the Cape Breton Highlanders and the Halifax Hurricanes. My name is Dylan White. I'm still here with Alex McLeod.
Still here, yep.
Yeah, Alex, what did you think of the first half?
I thought it was a great first half. I thought Highlanders had a great effort, playing one of the best teams in the country in the Halifax Hurricanes, and they got off to a rather slow start, I found, but they really got things going. Really tough team, great outside shooting. Haywood was able to get hot. Mason also started off very hot. So look for those guys to continue their offensive output in this second half, but look for Highlanders players like Charles Mann to really be the X factor in this second half.
Saw C.J. Washington come on to start the half. He almost kept his warm-up on.
Yeah.
And he'll get the rebound and hand it off here to Cliff Cleanscales. See through the offense for the Hurricanes. The handoff to Poole. He'll kick it over. Mason inside. It's Dixon now. Almost traveled.
Looked like he traveled, yeah.
3 on the shot clock, has to get it off, and it's good. The long 2 from C.J. Washington. He's had a great first half, he had a great first half, great start to the second.
Yeah, he really got hot in the last couple minutes of that second quarter.
He's got 14 right now. Here's Frazier. He'll get the screen from Walker. Frazier, the 3 is good. Frazier has 19 points right now on 7 of 9 shooting. 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Nice spin and the slam. Ronaldo Dixon with the reverse.
Great quick spin move there from Dixon to get past Walker. And obviously the one-hander giving Walker a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah. Here's Poole inside again to Dixon. He'll kick it out. Cleanscales wide open. The lefty bit off on the 3. And Cleanscales isn't a guy that's going to score a lot for you, Alex, but he'll really be a calming presence for your offense.
Yeah, he's really their floor general. Like, he's one of the best assist men in the league. As you see a little scuffle there between Mason and Woodfox.
That was a dangerous foul from Woodfox. That's a good way to separate someone's shoulder.
Yep.
Holding onto the arm as they start to run.
But back to what we were saying about Cleanscales, really does a really good job of spreading the ball around to each of his teammates, always finding the open man. Not going to score you a ton of points, but he's definitely a very effective player on the offensive end of the floor.
Cleanscales, a veteran of the NBL of Canada, from Queens, New York, and played at DePaul University from 2004 to 2008. Looks like it was an unsportsmanlike.
Yep.
Yeah. I say that's a good call from the official.
I think so, yeah. Really just an unnecessary foul there from Woodfox.
Mason will shoot the free throws for Halifax. Hits the first one.
I don't think there was any malicious intent there from Woodfox. Just a momentary lapse in judgment.
Yep.
But good call by the official.
And Mason hits both free throws. The Hurricanes will also have possession of the ball here. 68-59 is the score early on here in the second half. And Cleanscales gets it in the backcourt. He's guarded by Scott. Finds Mason coming off the screen. Mason drives. He's double-teamed. Over the shoulder pass to Dixon. They swing it over. Mason gets it again. The 3 is just long. Rebounded by Charles Mann. He lobs it over to Booker Woodfox, who drives. Scott double clutches in midair, and that might have cost him a layup.
Yep. Missed the backboard on that reverse attempt.
Here's Washington, double team, tough bucket. And C.J. Washington has 16 hard-earned points, Alex.
Yeah, we see this game starting to get a little bit more chippy. We see players starting to take a lot more physical approach and really get in each other's faces. Good high competitive spirit between these provincial rivals.
And you play a team as many times as these teams have played each other, then it's bound to get a little chippy sometimes.
Yep.
Behind the back pass from Klingscales to Washington, who misses the three. Here's Frazier. That's another hard foul, and
He goes flying into the stands.
right
Taking
into
out,
Paul DeBailey. Yeah.
taking out official Paul DeBailey.
Looks like there's a couple spilled drinks there. There's a purse that's
Yeah,
still intact, I think.
Luckily went right in between two spectators there and just took out a purse.
We'll have to get our sideline reporter to tell us if the purse is okay
Yeah.
and he suffered any injuries. We don't have an actual sideline reporter for the
we
audience
don't.
there.
No, we should.
No.
Yeah.
But Doris Burke is not available, so we won't go with anyone else.
No. Nobody but the best.
And Scott getting ready to inbound after there's a little sweat wiped off the floor. Here's a man. Guarded by Dixon. He'll get it to Booker Woodfox. Can't give Woodfox too much space. Man into the paint. And he'll get to the line.
That's got to be a finish there for man, though, don't you think? That's
Yeah.
Wasn't very much contact. Pretty easy and one, but unable to get it to go.
Looked like his shooting hand there just wasn't touched. But
Yeah.
he is a good free throw shooter. He'll hit the first one. And here's man looking to hit them both. Highlanders only had one guy in there to rebound. I usually like to see the free throw lanes filled. Sorry. Before the
they didn't want.
second
They didn't
shot.
want to have the free throw lines fold. I think they're just that confident in Charles Mann's ability from the free throw line.
And that's going to be a foul called.
Islanders foul number 6, Charles Mann.
We really couldn't decide what the past tense was of Phil there.
What do you mean we?
You said fold.
I did.
It's either filled or full.
I know.
And Mason on the free throw line getting a poor reception from the Center 200 crowd. The reception is almost as bad as Rogers.
Whoa.
Not a sponsor, so I can say that.
All right.
And Frazier misses a floater.
It's going to be a kicked ball by Mason. Dylan has to verify that Rogers is not a sponsor.
Shout out to Seaside Communications. We live here. There's Scott the lob. Walker can't get the layup. Here's Mason into the paint. The floater is good. Did a little bit of a fade there, too. That's a tough bucket for Antoine Mason.
Yeah, real tough look.
18 points for him.
Game's starting to get away from the Highlanders right now. Need to put a run together, trailing by 11.
There's a nice take from Chad Frazier. He's got 21. He's been the heart of this Highlanders team so far today.
Yeah, he has. He's doing a very good job getting in close to the rim, not really forcing too many shots on offense, taking what the defense is giving him and getting some easy looks.
That shot is no good from Poole. And Frazier weaving his way through the defense, finishes with the finger roll. 23 points, 9 of 11 shooting. A highly efficient game so far from Chad Frazier, who has really stepped up in the absence of Hank Thorns. Klingscales. Nice pass inside to Washington, and I don't believe that
Will not
bucket
be
will count.
continuation. Nope. good foul there from Frazier. A little mismatch down low. Just give the foul. Prevent the easy 2.
Skeet will come into the game for Scott. And Rush will come in for Frazier, who looks like he's limping a bit off the floor.
Yeah, we saw him holding his right wrist earlier too, so hopefully he's feeling fine.
There's a nice little hook from Washington. He's also got 18. And here's Skeet. Swings it back out to Rush, driving. Nice right-hand finish on the left side there from Billy Rush. That's his second bucket as a Highlander. Clinkscales pulling up for 3. He's been off from beyond the arc here today.
Yeah, I think that's still a good shot, though. He's got to be a threat to shoot the ball, even though he's not really known for his putting the ball in the net.
Man with the finish there. Clinkscales, no points right now. 0 of 4 from the field. Dixon had the finish there, and here's Skeet over to Rush. Back out to Skeet on the wing. He'll get the screen. Skeet drives, spins, and finishes. That is Skeet's first bucket. Back as a Highlander. Was injured earlier in the year.
Pretty sure Skeet.
Sorry, that is his second.
He's up to 5 points. Yep.
Yeah, he did have a 3 early in the game. Highlanders inching a bit closer now, 76-71. With a certain amount of time left in the third quarter.
5 minutes and 36 seconds remaining.
Can't overstate how difficult it is for us to see the clock here, folks. So what are you seeing from the Highlanders here as they mounted this little run?
Well, they're doing a good job getting to the rim. Obviously, Chad Frazier played very well in his time on the floor. And just they're not settling for outside looks right now. Outside looks are going to come when you have your penetration being very effective. So good job by the Highlanders. Look for them to keep it going and keep locking it down on defense.
And the absence of Shaquille Keith hasn't really affected the Highlanders that much. They have been getting to the rim a lot.
Well, I think when you look at Keith, he was playing obviously very well for them, but the return of Jaron Skeet is obviously really filling that role. Mm-hmm. And obviously Frazier keeping things going. Duran Scott playing well.
Skeet is more of an outside presence than Keith was, I feel like.
Yeah, but I still think he's still a threat on offense, right? Mm-hmm. So he's still got the attention of the defense. So that's important for their perimeter players.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on Twitter. Hit us up at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Questions, comments, feedback, analysis, selfies. Whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. So far, this is the first game that we haven't got a tweet, Alex.
It is, yeah. That's strange for us.
Yeah, usually the Halifax crowd is active on the Twitter.
Yeah, on those Twitter webs.
Yeah. Lou Field back into the game for Cape Breton. And the Cape Breton and Halifax rivalry in hockey took place here at Center 200 on Friday night. Eagles picked up a win over the Mooseheads in their 20th anniversary game.
It's going to be a travel called on man.
Into the game for the Hurricanes, number 7, Joey Haywood.
And Haywood comes back in for the Hurricanes. He had a great first half, 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Here's Mason. Taking Rush one-on-one, kicking it out to Poole, and Mason will get it right back. Mason had the game winner against the Storm
very difficult game winner.
Yeah. And that looks like it went out off
Oh.
the Hurricanes. I thought it went out off Poole's
I
hand.
thought he was laying out of bounds while it landed on him.
Well, officials are bound to make mistakes. It's been a pretty well refed game so far, I think.
Can't really complain about too much from the officials today.
Haywood finds Mason, who drives, tries to double clutch, ends up in the hands of Ronaldo Dixon. Haywood, the three. Long on that one, and the putback jam is good from Anthony Cox. Here's Skeet driving. Fires it on out to Mann, who swings it over to Rush. He misses the three. Haywood comes back for Halifax. 78-71 is the score. Nice drive there from Cox, but he loses it.
It's going to remain Hurricane ball, though, as looked like Rush got a hand in there. Maybe it was Skeet. Regardless, Hurricane ball.
Here's Haywood. Hands it off to Mason. The three, just short, but Mason will secure his own rebound. Brand new shot clock for the Hurricanes, but Poole will drive and get the touch floater to go. 9-point lead for the Hurricanes. Skeet driving. Circus pass, but Lou Field catches it.
What?
The hook shot falls for Shadrach Lou Field.
Looked like he caught that behind the back of the defender and then passed it around to himself.
Yeah. Really crafty catch there from Shadrach. And Haywood will swing it to Cox, who passes it over to Poole. Cox pump fakes, hands it off. Great little two-man action, but Cox loses it out of bounds. Highlanders so far today shooting 57% from the field, Alex.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Out shooting the Hurricanes by almost 8%.
Big thing is they're 10 for 12 from the line as well, 83%.
There's Woodfox, the three. Long on that one. Highlanders do have twice as many turnovers as the Hurricanes, though. Poole swinging it over. Mason, the drive. Can't get the scoop finish to fall to complete the end one, so he'll go to the line for two.
Another big thing for Halifax, they've 15 more shots attempted today than the Highlanders, so they're getting second chance opportunities, which is, you know, hard. It's hard to beat a team when you're giving them 2 and 3 chances every time down the floor.
We have our first tweet of the day in from Mark_Lavoie. He says it was actually Taquan Zimmerman that hit the game winner versus Storm.
Oh.
Apologies.
Yep.
We were watching it online. Might not have gotten the best view of the number. I thought it was Mason. But sort of take credit away from Zimmerman. Mason misses the free throw. Skeet almost ran right into Lou Field there. Rush handing it off to Scott. 7-point game here. Lou Field, one-on-one inside with Cox. He loses it, and Mason will get the steal. Mason into the paint, and that'll be a foul called on the floor. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Dixon Rips it, passes it to Mason. He misses. Lufiel inside. The layup won't fall. And here's Haywood. Inside again. He gets the layup to go, though. That's going to be a timeout from Highlanders head coach Ben Resner. 82-73 is the score.
Rush is still on the floor down there. A little shaken up after that play.
Good to see him get up. His own power. And we're just rewatching the end of the game here. It was 100% Zimmerman.
Yep.
That's our bad. Apologies to the Hurricanes fans out there. And Alex, what do the Highlanders have to do to mount a comeback in this game?
I thought they came out with good energy earlier in the third quarter, so get back to that. I think one guy, obviously Chad Fraser has done great so far today, but I think they need another guy to step up. Fill in, like no one's really filled in the scoring role that Keith left. So look for someone. I was expecting Mann to really step up, but look at Skeeth as well, and maybe Anthony Walker get some post presence down low.
And usually Booker Woodfox has a more pronounced scoring role than he does today.
Yeah, got off to a good start, but hasn't really done much.
Fraser has a game-high 23 points right now, along with 4 assists and 4 rebounds. While Mason and Washington lead the Hurricanes with 18 points apiece. And we're just about ready to get back underway here at Center 200. It's going to be Highlanders ball. And the Hurricanes will press. But Skeet beats it easily. He's pressured by Poole, though. 14 left on the shot clock.
Great aggressive defense there from Poole.
Here's Rush. Step back. Falls short on that one. Zimmerman to Haywood, who swings it out to Poole. Looks like Haywood might have slipped up a bit there, or
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened right
tried
there.
to draw a foul call. I'm not sure what it was. Here's Zimmerman. That shot would have been reminiscent of his game
right
winner.
around that same shot where he hit that game winner.
Here's Lufiel, the drop step. Good block there from Cox.
It's going to remain Highlander ball with 12 seconds on the shot clock.
And we got a tweet in from Greg O'Brien on Twitter. Obviously, a tweet is always from Twitter. He says most of the usual tweeters are on the floor. Nice to see them here in Cape Breton making the trip.
Awesome.
Here's Haywood. Passes it over to Zimmerman. Poole off the dribble. No good. Woodfox secures the rebound, and he'll run the fast break here. But slows it down. Skeet way out. No good on that three.
Yeah, not really the shot you want to take at this point in the game, trailing and trying to fight your way back into the game before the third quarter ends.
10 seconds remaining here in the third. Haywood draws a foul from Scott. Cape Breton had a foul to give, so doesn't really hurt them that much. 5 seconds remaining for Halifax to get a shot off.
Coach Resner letting Skeet know his disapproval with that shot. Tell him to use his head.
There's Haywood. He'll have to get a shot off. The three is good. Joey Haywood beats the buzzer and gives the Hurricanes a double-digit lead. 85 to 73, sorry, heading into the final quarter. And Alex, we've seen the Highlanders trail going into the fourth quarter several times, and they have found a way to fight back. What have you seen in those scenarios that really push them forward in the fourth?
Well, I think they're really good at keeping their head. They don't give up on games. They know they've been there before. They still obviously have a lot of work to do against such a tough team like Halifax, but get good penetration, get the ball down low. Everything. If you start working your game inside out, that's how you're going to start making your comebacks. And penetration leads to fouls, so anytime you can score with the clock stopped is always a bonus. But on the defensive end, we know that in the fourth quarter they have struggled with the three-point line and defensive rebounding, as well as transition in their turnovers. So take care of the ball, get some defensive rebounds, and that'll lead to stops. So hopefully they can work their way back into this game that way.
And a nice little backflip there from the Highland girls dancers.
Yeah.
They always work hard. Good to give them a shout out every now and then on the broadcast.
I know one viewer was asking for us to commentate more on the dance crew.
Yes. And they're finishing it even without the music. Just a great show of
They are
perseverance.
they are no stranger to being on the floor with the music not playing.
Yeah, there was, as some Hurricanes fans may remember, in the first game here at Center 200, the Highland girls came out on the floor and held a pose without music.
Had to be about 4 minutes.
Oh, it was a long time. So credit to the Highland girls. We're ready to start the final quarter of action here. Highlanders trail by 12. That Joey Haywood 3 to close out the third quarter was a huge
Nice.
shot for them. It was very good.
It was good at basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good basketballing. The Hurricanes will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Haywood will remain on the floor, along with Dixon, Poole, Cox, and Zimmerman, who I might as well just start calling Mason because I've been
Yep.
I got his game winner wrong.
Yeah, if you can't get credit for his game winner, then what can he get credit for?
Yeah. And that will go out off Rush. He had it and lost it. It's Hurricanes ball on the sideline. And the Hurricanes on the offensive boards have out-rebounded Cape Breton 15-2 so far in this one.
Yeah, that's just not going to get it done.
Here's Poole, 18 on the shot clock, drives, and he'll get the tough finish.
You see a lot of Hurricanes fans down in section 37 in today's game. Great seeing the team fans travel so well.
Yeah, we're definitely missing their tweets, though.
Yeah, we are.
And that's going to go out of bounds. 87-73 is the score right now, folks. The Hurricanes, the best team in the Atlantic Division so far this year, lead the Cape Breton Highlanders. Dixon pulls up for three, and he drains it. Not really known as a three-point shooter, but shows off some skills there, and Ben Resner will take a timeout.
Highlanders take a timeout.
And you know, a timeout this early in the fourth quarter, right after a break, you never want to call those as a coach, Alex.
No, you don't. You can see the game really getting out of hand. 17-point lead now for Halifax. Really got to try and weather the storm right now.
Weather the hurricane, Alex. Come on now.
Who says weather the hurricane?
I don't know,
That's
but
not something people say.
But if they were playing the Island Storm, then they would be weathering the storm.
Not everything has to be a pun, Dylan.
But it should be. Anyway, continue on with your point.
Yeah, so Hurricanes obviously started going on a run there. So you know what? As soon as the game gets to 20 points, it almost feels like the game is over. So game not quite out of reach right now, but with the limited time remaining, they have to really get things going quickly. So look for them to come out firing and stay aggressive.
And we're about ready to get back to it. On the floor for the Highlanders are Anthony Walker, Charles Mann, Duron Scott, Tyrell Edwards, and Chad Frazier. Hurricanes a little slow getting back onto the floor. Again, we'd love to hear from you on Twitter as the game progresses. Hit us up at Dylan_White or at Alex McLeod 24. Coming back on for the Hurricanes is Haywood, Zimmerman, Poole, Dixon, and Cox. Here is Scott, manned up by Poole. Poole has shown off some great perimeter defense so far in this one. Nice pullback dribble there from Scott, though. Rebounded by Cox. Here's Zimmerman.
Surprising to see Woodfox on the bench at this point. Maybe nursing an injury, but we haven't really seen much of him in the second half.
Yeah, he is probably the Highlanders' best shooter.
Yep.
Big threat from beyond the arc. And Poole is on the line for the Hurricanes. Poole, also from Queens, New York. Played a bit for Rutgers in university, as well as Iona. That goes out of bounds, and Highlanders getting a bit sloppy here.
Yeah, things are starting to get away from them right now, but need just a couple good offensive possessions that can really change the tide for them.
So you would use that against the Riptide, Alex. Big block there from Walker. And there's going to be a 3-second violation against Poole. Got another tweet in from HFX champion Heckler. He says the people on the floor are the Heckler's crew.
Wow, okay.
So I'm sure the Cape Breton players know that by now. Inside Walker, another slam. Anthony Walker.
I didn't know he could dunk.
Yeah.
Wow. Didn't see that before.
Here's Poole. Over to Zimmerman in the corner. Kicks it back out to Cox. Might have been an illegal screen there from Cox, but Poole pulls up and he'll drain it.
The arena pretty quiet except for the Heckler's crew down there
Yeah.
in section 37.
You see Cliff Clinkscale is almost acting as a second coach there near the Hurricanes bench. He is almost like a coach on the floor, so
Yeah,
it makes sense that
veteran
he would,
presence.
yeah. And Tyrell Edwards almost had a huge steal, just hit it way too hard.
Yep.
That'll remain Hurricanes ball. So the Hurricanes have another however many seconds to get it over half. If the ball goes back down the other end.
It'll reset, yep.
That's not something you see too often.
No, it's not.
Here's Zimmerman. A fresh shot clock for the Hurricanes.
Fresh shot clock.
Zimmerman pulls up. The three is no good. Rebounded by Edwards. Almost a steal there from Cox, but he'll get called for a foul. Islanders trail 93-78. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the final quarter of action.
Comeback at this point would be by no means miraculous, but really have to bear down and get stops on the defensive end now.
And here's Frazier, guarded tightly by Poole. Uses a screen from Walker, and that's going to be a foul called on Zimmerman. My Lord.
Hurricanes foul number 2, Taquan Zimmerman. First personal foul.
Walker will go to the line. We have a tweet in from Nick Allen 60 on Twitter. He thinks Cape Breton should learn how to play a team game. Too much individual efforts.
I think that's a fair comment to make. They do have a tendency to go one-on-one a lot.
A lot of high screen action as well.
Yep.
A lot like the Raptors style of offense, Alex.
I can't watch the Raptors.
Because of their great commentary?
I just don't like the Raptors in general.
Walker hits the free throw. Expect a little blowback from our audience on that one, Alex. Probably
Yeah.
a lot of Raptors fans out there. Here's Zimmerman. Over to Poole. Poole drives, loses it. But it's going to be Highlanders ball. And last week, the two styles of play were really contrasted with London versus Cape Breton.
Yeah, London had a Spurs-like ball movement, so.
Yeah, London really do play as a team. And they're the best team in the league so far, so there might be something to that analysis.
Yeah.
There's Walker, another.
Oh!
And one dunk.
What a dunk from Walker.
I think I'm becoming desensitized to his insane dunks.
Yeah,
Because I barely had a reaction to that one. I was just expecting it.
that might be the best we've seen today. He just elevated it and won. What a finish from the Skywalker.
And he'll complete the end one there. And here is Haywood. Hands it off to Mason. He'll kick it out to Zimmerman. And Zimmerman can't get the tough finish. He'll get his own rebound, though, and that's a hard foul from Charles Mann.
Yeah, good foul there, though. Uncontested layup, so good foul by Mann. Make him earn at the stripe.
93 to 82. Just under 7.5 to go here. Just over 7.5, sorry. Zimmerman played his college ball at Connecticut. Oh, he's from Connecticut, sorry. Played his college ball at Thompson Rivers University. Played parts of last season with the Idaho Stampede in the D-League. And it's 95 to 82. Here's Chad Frazier. 23 points on the day. He pulls up from 3. That's no good, and here come the Hurricanes. There's a 3 from Dixon, just short. He made his last one, though. Frazier weaving his way through the defense on the fast break. Kicks
Nice
it out.
find.
Man wide open for 3. Just a bit long on that one.
Booker Woodfox prepares to check into the game with the next whistle.
There's a handoff. Mason drives. The floater is good.
Nice move there by Mason, just to freeze the defender and get that nice floater up and in.
And with a guy like Walker there on defense, it's important to freeze him to prevent his shot blocking ability from taking over. That's going to be a foul. Sorry, a travel called on Haywood.
Man was all ready to complain about the foul call, but turned around and saw the travel motion from the official.
Woodfox comes in. Edwards will take a seat.
Mason up to 20 points in this afternoon's game, while Washington has 18 and 10 rebounds. So a double-double for him this afternoon.
And here's Skeet with the ball. just got a new tweet in. This one is from Tasia, or Tasia, one of the two, sorry for mispronouncing or pronouncing your name right, who knows. She says, Jaron Skeet looks good for his first day back.
He does. He's had some solid minutes. Not exactly what he was right before he left, but obviously first day back. This has to be a good sign for Highlanders coach Ben Resner, and going forward, we can only expect that he will play even better.
And Skeet will take it up the floor here for the Highlanders. Here's Mann driving, kicking it out to Frazier. He'll get the screen from Walker. Kicks it back out to Mann. Wide open layup there. That's a great take from Charles Mann.
Yeah, that's the move that he has to continue to make as they cut it down to a 13-point lead.
Haywood drives. The floater over Walker is good. He banks it in. That's a tough shot from Joey Haywood.
Hurricanes getting some solid minutes from Joey Haywood off the bench today.
Woodfox thought he was fouled there. He'll control the ball right now for the Highlanders. Inside, Mann. And
I believe it's going to be a blocking foul.
yeah, I thought it might have been a charge there, Alex.
I mean, obviously that's the toughest call in basketball, right? Charge or block. So really that one could have went either way. Mann gets the benefit of the doubt. Head to the line. That might be a hometown call if you don't know, then you just give it to whoever's going to cheer the loudest.
For sure. And Mann hits the first free throw. Usually great from the line. That puts Mann up to 17 points today. And that'll make it 18. 99-86 is the score right now for Halifax. They've really kept a comfortable lead here in the since the first half.
Yeah, it's been consistently a double-digit lead for Halifax, so really need to get some stops on the defensive end if you're the Highlanders, sorry.
That's going to be an and one for Ronaldo Dixon. Dixon is returning from the championship squad from last season. He's from Toronto and Ontario, played at New Mexico State in the NCAA. Dixon hits the free throw. 102-86, just over 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. And here comes Chad Frazier. He'll need to get hot for the Highlanders if they want to mount a comeback. There's a screen from Walker. Was waiting for the alley-oop pass there. That'll go out off Zimmerman.
10 seconds
Highlander.
remaining on the shot clock. Highlanders possession.
I'd like to see them run an out-of-bounds play to get Woodfox an open shot here. That looks like they would. Wow.
I think they'll take that inbound play 100% of the time.
The big cockback there from Walker for the alley-oop slam off the inbounds pass.
I guess you don't draw many plays up for guys that can finish like that, do you?
Oh, there's a huge block again there from Walker. I was wondering if that was an alley-oop pass for Walker, but it was just a lob out to Woodfox.
You never know what he's going to come down with, so.
Yeah. It did look like they were looking to get Woodfox off the screen there, but he was double-teamed, and that really opened it up for Walker.
Yep.
For that slam dunk. Walker has 14 points right now. 6 of 8 shooting. It'll be interesting to see with Walker and Witter on the floor.
Yep.
When Witter comes back.
Witter really spreads the floor well, and
yep.
Obviously Walker's such a good post presence.
Yeah. Witter's also a guy who can give you a big dunk. Haywood gets it over to Mason in the corner to Zimmerman. Dixon, pump face, decides to go up with it. The bank is no good. Rebounded by Billy Rush. Here's Frazier, 102 to 89. Frazier drives. He'll get the and one.
Nice take there from Frazier, absorbing the contact. Great finish.
Frazier's got 25 now. 10 of 15 from the floor. He hits a free throw, and it's a 10-point game again. This is a crucial defensive possession, I feel like, for the Highlanders, Alex.
Yeah, you can see they're starting to get a little bit of momentum going, so if they can get a stop here, cut this into single-digit deficit, then look for them to make a little run here.
Here's Mason. Passes up the three and goes right in for the high-flying layup.
Way too easy if you're the Highlanders.
Here's Frazier. Gets it over to Woodfox, and they swing it right back around. Man, the floater, no good. And it's a 4-on-2 for the Hurricanes. Haywood's floater is good, and just like that, it's a 14-point game again. Resner will call a timeout.
Klingscale's talking to Haywood after that floater.
And I think it's really important for the Highlanders just to get stops on defense if they want to mount this comeback.
They're just allowing too many easy looks by the Hurricanes. They're getting too much penetration, not getting any stops. And when they can make a big three, but making a big three doesn't really mean much if you get 2 layups on the other end.
And we have another tweet in from Tasia. She says, "We need to get some points on the board. Come on, Cape Breton."
14-point lead for Halifax. Obviously, time starting to run down. Just over 3 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter of action.
Well, they're really going to need to step up on both ends if they want to mount a comeback with this amount of time remaining.
Yeah, with 3 minutes left, and they're already at 106 points. I mean, you don't want to see them get anywhere past. Really, like 112 is probably the mark that they have to reach in order to solidify this win, because that's 20 points ahead of what Highlanders are at right now.
It can happen. We've seen large runs in this league happen in this amount of time.
It can definitely happen, but it really comes down to the defensive end right now for our Cape Breton.
And Scott will inbound. And Frazier will run the point here for Cape Breton. Scott has it. Nice feed to Frazier down low. Wide open for the layup. Good play call coming out of a timeout there from Resner.
Yep. I'd probably like to see a little bit more pressure from the Highlanders in the front court. Or in the back court, sorry.
And here's Dixon inside, guarded by Walker. Kicks it out. Haywood. He does have a lot of space to shoot there. That was a great pump fake to get Walker up in the air there by Dixon.
Yeah, used every bit of the shot clock and came away with 2 points. You can't drop a better possession if you're Halifax.
Scott using the screen from Walker. Lobs it up, but Washington saw that coming. Here's Haywood. The floater, no good. Rebounded by Dixon, and he'll go to the free throw line. 2:21 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Ronaldo Dixon, 16 points today, along with 11 rebounds. Halifax have really had a great team effort today. Antoine Mason has 22, CJ Washington 18, Ronaldo Dixon 18, Joey Haywood 19, and Taquan Zimmerman with 10. Mike Poole also had 9, so a lot of players nearing double digits.
Washington with 18 and 10. Dixon with 18 and 11. Just a solid overall contribution from everyone on the team today.
Mike Poole has 9 and 9.
Klingscale's unable to get on the score sheet today, but obviously his floor generalism is always a big contributor in having his teammates have efficient games.
Yeah, Klingscale's contributions don't always show up on the stats sheet. Sometimes he'll stack up his assist total, but there's Woodfox in the corner, short on the 3. And it's 110 to 94 right now.
We also haven't really seen much from Klingscales in the second half today.
Yeah, there's just over 1.5 minutes to go here. Looks like Halifax will come out with the win.
Yeah, it looks like Cape Breton's throwing in the towel at this point.
There's the drive from Mason. It'll go out off Frazier, though. Looks like there might have been a foul call based on Paul DeBailey's hand signals right now.
I think he's just saying there's 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
There's Mason, gets it up. That's a shot clock violation. And the in-game announcer trying to get the crowd back into it a bit.
I don't know if, obviously you'd love to see like the fan support, but at this point in the game, it's pretty much all she wrote.
Yep. Here's Zimmerman handing it off to Haywood. They're going to hold for a late shot clock shot. And here's Zimmerman. 3 on the shot clock. Fades. No good. And there's Dixon.
That's the story of the night, offensive rebounding for the Halifax Hurricanes. They're just dominating on the boards today.
Their offensive rebound total is 22 to 2.
And overall, out-rebound them 52 to 32. 20-point advantage for Halifax on the glass.
Those offensive rebounds really made all the difference. And here's Zimmerman. He beats the buzzer with that. And that will likely do it, folks. 10 seconds remaining. Scott. 112 to 96 will be the final score as Joey Haywood dribbles it out. We'll be back with you next weekend, folks, when the Cape Breton Highlanders take on the Moncton Miracles. Both teams have the same record, so we'll be back with you then. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day.